Hi everyone, it's Tammy with Frou-frou Studio. Welcome back to my channel for another episode of I Saw It on Pinterest. Before I do that though, I wanted to share a happy mail that I received from my friend Jody. And she sent me this little envelope here that it looks like she stenciled it. I won't flip it over because I don't want her to put her address across the internet. But it had these lovely napkins in it, and I opened it up and I was so excited, especially this one with the birds. I love birds. And these nice plaid napkins. And then I read the note, and it said the napkins are just to protect what I found for you. And she said that it reminded her of my logo. And I want you to look and see how cute. How cute is this? It is so cute. It has on a little sweater. She said it didn't have wings, but she thinks the wings are under the sweater. And Jody, I think you're right. I think the wings are up under the sweater. Thank you so much, my friend. And I am going to actually hang this in my Jeep so that she can go with me wherever I go. And I do appreciate it very, very much. And I love the napkins as well. And I look forward to making something with those. The patriotic ones as well as these with the birds and the checkered. Very excited to use those in some upcoming ephemera. So, now let's get started on our pin for today. This is what we're going to work on, a version of this, and I'm going to adapt it a little bit to use with my flea market journal that I am starting. And this one was posted by, or it's on scrapbook.com's Etsy, Pinterest page. And it was made by a member of their design team. I can't spit out my words, obviously. Kasia Bogatko. Bogatko. Sorry, I'm sure that I'm absolutely butchering that name. There aren't really any directions with how she did this, but there is a logo. Why can I not speak? Logo to her site, which I'm sure she may have. I don't know if she has a YouTube or maybe she has a blog or something that she describes it. But there is a product list with what she used. Alright, so this is what we're going to do. And I have several of the items that are in this, which I'm going to stick to. But there are others that I'm switching up a little bit to go with either what I have or what's going to work for me. She used this tissue paper by Tim Holtz. And I love this, but I've been hoarding it. And I did not open it until right before this video started. Excuse me. Let me get a drink of tea. Whew. I think I told you guys the other day that they cut the hayfield, and I am suffering because of it. But he did come bale it up yesterday, and so it should be getting better soon. Alright, so, I'm going to use this paper, and then I have several other pieces. But what I want to do first is add color to my base so that we can get, flip back around, we can get kind of these colors behind the tissue paper. And it look, let's see, she used sprays, and I hate sprays because I feel like I get them everywhere. But I can tell you which ones she used. Oh, look, I get a 15% off scrapbook.com. Yeah, I don't need anything. Okay, I don't ever need anything. I can't even see. Those are too small for me to even see what she used. But if you're interested, you can go look. It looks like she used 4 different colors. But I'm going to use distressing or distress oxides, which I did not grab. So give me just a second. I'm going to use, I think I'm going to use like, I hope you can still hear me. I'm at my little thing here. I want to use, what do I want to use? I want to use, I think I'm going to use tumbled glass. And I don't want anything too dark, for sure. Maybe Lost Shadow. And then I want maybe a speckled egg. And then we'll use some shade of brown. I want to keep mine fairly light. Okay, and I'm just going to put each of the, sorry guys, each of those down on my mat over here. Do I want tea dye? Yeah, I think I want tea dye. And then I'm going to squirt them with water. And just kind of smush my paper around on them a little bit. Okay. I'm going to do them all at one time because I'm not really worried about getting full coverage. Because we are doing the, oh, there's a string or something in there that'll end up right on my paper. I just know it. Okay. So then we're just going to kind of do this. And of course I got it all over the back. But that's okay, because I think this may end up being, that brown's not going to be dark enough, and neither is the Lost Shadow. So, let's try it though to be for certain. Maybe alright. Wipe my stuff up here. put the... I want it to be settled, but I don't want it to be non-existent. Yeah, that lost shadow's pretty much non-existent. Sliding my glass mat and everything up. Alright. Flatten that back out as best we can. This is just cardstock and it's not very thick cardstock. So it didn't like that water too much. Once I get through getting all my color on here, I'll probably glue this down to another piece of tea dyes or something on the back to give it a little bit more strength. Actually, it's going to be on the cover. I could go a little thicker, maybe do another tea dye, another piece of cardstock. Okay, so let's do... I don't want to do vintage photo because it has a yellowy... Let's do gathered twigs for the brown. See if we like that better. Okay, and then let's do a little bit more speckled egg. It's one of my favorite colors, speckled egg. I know everybody's saying, why are you not using another piece of paper to soak that up? I've had my Distress Oxide inks for, I don't know, 3 years, and I've never had to replace one. So I'm not worried about too much about wasting ink. That little bit of ink is going to be all right. All right. I need one more color. That lost shadow is just not gonna get it, and I'm afraid that black soot is gonna be too dark. Weathered wood. Decisions. Let's try Lost Shadow again. You just couldn't see much of anything with it, though. It's a little bit. Okay, so let's try this. So hope everybody's having a good day. I just kind of jumped right in, and I was so excited about my little pig. I wanted to tell everybody about it. Okay, so now we have a nice crumply paper. So, I need to back that. Something. Digging through the scrap bin. Got this in here, and I think this worked just fine because it's not going to show anyway. So, it is also cardstock. Oh no, I did that with my ring. That's weird. That's okay, that's gonna be cleared up anyway. My ring was turned around backwards. It made that scratch. Okay, so now we're back to having a flat surface, and I will cut this off. And then we'll put on our tissue. Okay, and for that, what I'm going to do is I'm going to tear the parts that have to do with Paris, which is a lot of them actually. Like I'm going to take this part with the birds out and make more of the people show. So, let's see. this piece. So let's put this piece down. And I'm going to use collage medium, and you can get collage medium in 2 different ways. You can buy it either in this jar, or you can buy it in this little squeeze thing. I'm going to use the jar because I think it's easier to work with, unless you're gluing something, because you can use this as a glue. If you're using it as a glue, then of course that little squirt bottle works better. I'm about out of this. Alright, let me put something under here so I don't get it all over my glass mat. Alright, so I'm going to apply this to my paper, my background. And then I'm going to stick this to my page. Try not to get too many wrinkles if I can help it. I don't care if there are some. And then I'm gonna go right over it. Okay. So there is our first piece. Whoops. Let's put some more underneath there. I didn't think I got that edge good, but then when I tried to move it, it didn't want to move. And you don't have to be as gentle with this as you do with, say, a napkin. It is a little bit more sturdy, but you don't want to be, you will rip it, I guess is what I'm trying to say, if you're too rough. Alright, so now I want to use this piece. A little. Okay, and then what else? I don't care to use the birds toward the center because they're going. There's nothing wrong with the birds. It's just too much white space for what I'm looking for this particular thing. Okay, and then I want to for sure use Ferris wheel because I just think it's cool. So let's put it over here. And like I said, a lot of this is not going to show by the time we're finished, but we want everything. It's a goober. There's a goober in my distress collage medium. We want everything covered just in case it does show. Okay. And let's do this piece here somewhere. Move it down because I want to be able to see right there those words. Alright. And let's do these ladies. And I'll do these little words right down here in this little spot. And one more. Actually, two more maybe. And just something to stick in that little hole right here. Oops. Come on. Here we go. Alright, so that's got our piece covered. So I'm going to pause and get this dry, and then I will be back with you and we will continue on. Okay, I'm back and everything is dry, and I did a couple of things off screen besides to dry this. One is when it dried, it had a little bit of a shine. Distress Collage Medium does leave a little bit of a shine, and I didn't like that. So I painted over it with the clear gesso, and I use Ranger's clear gesso, but it is Dina Wakley's Media clear gesso, and it's an artist quality primer, and you can see it left it totally matte, which is what I like. And then the other thing I did is I went around the edges with Scorched Timber, and I used the ink because I have the gesso on there, where if you use oxide, you know, it'll come right off because you sealed it. It will dry probably eventually, but if you use the inks, it'll dry much quicker. And then I ran it through my Big Shot a couple of times to flatten it out. So this is where we're at. So now we need to start building all the stuff that's in the front. And I went through and picked some things. Some of them are the same. Some of them are different. And we're going to start building our background. So the first thing we need to determine is what's in the very back and what is the tallest. So in the very back, there is a quarter of one of these showing, and I'm sure what she did is cut it in half and then covered part of it. This is from the new one. Now, if the where he unretired, the original one of these is bigger, and so if you use the original, you're going to have to adjust a little bit. So that is my back piece. The tallest piece by just a gauche is a tack, and I have this tag, and I'm going to put it, actually it goes here. Okay, let's determine where we want this. Don't want to cut the ladies' heads off. See, I'm not, after all that, my Ferris wheel is not going to show at all. But that's okay. We may end up, maybe I'll scoot it down and not worry about those ladies. I think that's what I'll do, is scoot it slower down, or scoot it lower down. Scoot it slower down. Okay. And keep in mind also that my proportions are going to be a little bit different than hers, because I am trying to fit mine into what would be like a topper for a journal. So her piece is quite wide because it is probably an inch wider on each side of this picture, and I can't do that because it'd be too wide. So I've adjusted mine a little bit to adapt to that, and you're still not going to see much of that Ferris wheel, I don't think. Her funky little piece she has right here, I don't know what that is. It could be a die cut. I think it is. I think it definitely has holes in it. But I want to use this piece. So this piece is going to go in here, and it is going to be kind of like that. And like I said, you know, mine is not going to match hers exactly, nor do I want it to. I just like the layering that she used and the way that hers looks as a finished product. So I'm going to lay everything out, and then I'm going to kind of mark it where I need to cut it. I hope that's the plan anyway. Okay. So then I want that. And this or this. No, I don't think I like that one. And then this down here. And then this is going to go here. And then I may add this piece too, just to get another one of those colors. And then the last thing I need to do is pick my person, which I did not do ahead of time. Of course not. Do I want one of the new people? The thing about the pack of new people is they are all leaning on something. So, and I don't know if there's somebody from the right time in here. Oh, these two pictures, I got these out to show you, are from the flea market kit that I'm using. So you can see the colors and the things that I picked. And here are very similar to what I'm doing here. And that was why I pulled those out, so I could see. So let's see if we can find a lady or a gentleman that looks like they're going to the flea market. There's a gentleman. Does he look like a flea marketer? Could be, could be. Or he could have a booth at a flea market, right? A lot of these are Victorian, and I don't want Victorian. Not that I don't like Victorian, I just don't want it for this particular make. Nope. Let's go with him. All right. So let's get this cut in half. And inked up. First, because it's our very, very back piece. And what color do I want to use? I'm going to try Lost Shadow again, and I don't know if it's going to be dark enough, but we're gonna see what we can do here. See my makeup brush off a little bit. Okay, I'm just going to basically go all over this. This may not have enough contrast for me. So there's that part, and let's again do the scorched timber around the edges. Alright, so this is going to be our back piece. So we're going to glue it down. Oops, dripping glue. And I'm just gonna not worry what's gonna show at the end. Just gonna worry about getting things where I need them to go. So the tag is the next piece up. Around that. And that goes about right there. About right there. All right, and then we need this piece. And I'm gonna cut it off. There, but before I do that, I need to cut this piece off. And glue it down. Oh, see if I can get that up. I didn't move it far enough out. Okay. Okay, so this needs to be further over. And it needs to be up a little further. Sometimes when you're adjusting the proportions of something that you've seen, it takes a little bit of trial and error. Okay. So now you want this piece. I'm going to round this corner. blanket. Alright, now we're going to put this down, and I'm going to put this down no, I need to put, sorry, I need to put this down first. No, I need to put this down first. Yes. And then this one's gonna go here. And then this. I think I'm gonna do it this way. And this is not the piece she used. She used just the regular slide, I think. Nope. I want this all the way over here. Okay, so this piece goes next. And then this one. Okay, and then we have our little slide piece. I think I want it that way. Okay, well, what do we want to do with this? I think we want to do tea dye. And you could very well cut these out of paper that already has some color or some print or something on it. I just wasn't sure when I cut them what color I wanted things to be, so that's why I chose just cut them out of white cardstock. Okay, let's ink around this. And we said we were going to put this one down here. Oops. Okay, now I think we're ready to put this one down. Oh, I wanted to put this up here, didn't I? Okay, now we're ready for this. Or are we? I want to put a little bit of that over this. Don't worry, I'm not covering up the little thing. I'm trying to decide if I want this on here or not. No, I don't think I do. Okay, so now we're ready for this piece. Oops, no! Such a goober. Good thing I have that matte gel on there, huh? Or that clear gesso. Wish I'd have moved that up just a tad because I got that little line right there. We're gonna have to fix that. I can't handle that. And also we'll need to put something right there because I can't handle that either. Alright, so I got my scale off a little bit, but we'll fix it. Let's put our guy on here. Hold him down just a second. Alright, so how do we want to address fixing that? How about we use some of the tape and make it look like that's taped on? That might look kind of cool. So if we take a piece and put it here, excuse me. And we take a piece and put it here. This is getting lost. So I'm just going to go over it with the scorched timber. Okay, so I feel like we need a stamp here. I don't like the big blank tag showing. And maybe one here. So we'll see what we can find for those. Other than that, I like it pretty well. So if we do, let's see. I don't have room for that one. This says factory number. We're not doing factories. Maybe do that there. I'm going to do both of those in black. And let's do one more piece of tape right there, and that way we'll have 3. I think I'll do a wider piece. I was like, I cannot get that off. I had it on the wrong side. So, I didn't have it on the peel off side. Because I'm a goober. Okay. Overall, I'm pretty happy with that outcome. Even though I covered up my Ferris wheel that I wanted so badly. We'll just have to make something else and use the Ferris wheel. So let me clean up some of this so you won't have a million things to look at. But see, I think that goes well. So you could use it inside of a journal and then maybe put these in a couple of pockets. That would look cute. Because this is 5x7, by the way. I don't remember if I said that, but it's 5x7. So if you're making a regular journal out of 8.5 by 11 sheets of paper, it will fit on a page. So you could very easily, you know, make these as journal cards that slide out. And that may be what I do, or this may be the cover. I haven't decided yet. I haven't even thought about the outside of the book. But yeah, I like it. So there you go. And again, scrapbook.com, and the maker is she calls it Hazy Memories is the name of the piece that she did, and it is Kasia Bogatko, Bogatko. So thanks, Kasia, for the inspiration, and must all of this is Tim Holtz products. Everything that she has listed that she used were Tim Holtz products as well. So, thanks for joining me. I appreciate it. And Jody, thank you again for the cute little pig. I can't wait to hang her up in my Jeep so that she can travel with me. And thanks for thinking about me. I do appreciate it very much, lady. You were always good to like and comment on my videos, and that is very appreciated. And I will see you guys back tomorrow for 50 Stack Challenge 4. We're almost done with that one, guys. And I do know Amy will be starting the new one. And if you have not seen her video from Monday, she does tell you what the next one is. And she's already got her prompts in the bag to start. And she is going to start it immediately after this one is done, so that she will be, and we, if we're participating, will be done in plenty of time for Christmas makes, because Christmas time is crazy. So, you know, it's nice that it'll be done before then and we can focus on Christmas. And I think that's it. So I'll see you guys back tomorrow, and thanks for tuning in. If you like this video, please give it a thumbs up. If you can make a little comment, that would be even better. And everybody have a great evening, and I will see you back tomorrow. Bye.